Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. So today's video is so much fun. This one was fun. I've had this like little bin of birthday decor and accessories and different themed items, and I thought this would be a fun thing to look at. Like, what is changing? What gifts or opportunities or changes are happening in your life before your birthday? And this is an interesting reading because your birthday might be next week. It could be 6 months from now. It could be a whole year away. So it really just depends. We got lots of info though. We used charms, letters, numbers, the pendulum, lots of cards, and we got lots of details. Today's reading is kind of similar to a few that I've done recently where we prepare the groups together. So right after the intro, if you want to take part in that, you definitely can. I shuffle out some cards and some charms in these little gift bags and shuffle out the cards beforehand. So you can take part in that and kind of get a little preview of your cards. That also might help you select your group. And yeah, what I did was I shuffled, or I kind of placed the cards on the charm tray, and then I cast the charms on top of the cards and just kind of read what came up, and we got lots of detail. So why don't we take a nice deep breath together, and then I'll show you what we have here. So let's do that first. Okay, so let me show you what we have. So this item, I actually filmed the reading a couple days ago, and I really had to be strong to resist eating it before I could film the intro. But for group one, we have this little chocolate with the party hat and the little bow. So that's group one. Group two, we have this little Barbie cake. This is actually vintage. It's from one of the Barbie birthday sets, I think from the 80s or 90s. I can't remember, but super cute little cake with some candles. That's group two. And yeah, your charms are in here. And then we have group three. This is like, I think, a little cake topper, little balloons meant to decorate a cake. But they're super cute. That's group three. So yeah, gifts, opportunities, and changes by your birthday. We got like lots of information, lots of really interesting information, and have fun with it. Like when you're reading along with me, you know, certain charms might have some significance to you or a certain person or situation, so definitely have fun with it. Comment below what you think and what you get from it. And yeah, you can think of a yes or no question. We've got the pendulum as well. And of course, with all of my readings, have fun with it. Ultimately, my readings are for entertainment, so if it doesn't resonate, simply this one might not be for you, but I hope that there is a message that does resonate for you. But yeah, always trust your own intuition and judgment first. And yeah, I cannot wait to hear what you think. If you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing, liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It really does help me. Thank you so much for doing that. And if you hit the little notification bell, you'll be alerted to all of my future videos. I've gotten a few comments that people haven't been getting my notifications. So yeah, if you hit the little notification bell and then click all, then yeah, you'll get all of my notifications. Also, if you like me or my videos, you can check out my Patreon page and support the channel that way. There's lots of videos already there, as well as some bonus content. So every week you'll get an exclusive video exclusive to Patreon. So yeah, let me know what you think of this. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Hello everyone. So we are going to have some fun. We're going to shuffle out each of the groups ahead of time. I did this recently with my citrus themed reading and then again for my Summerween themed reading because we're going to use these little gift bags. Today we're looking at what kind of gifts, opportunities, and changes are coming in time for your birthday. So let's dive in here. For group one, we've got this little chocolate. This has been calling my name all day. I've been really can't wait to eat that. So anyways, let's dive in and see what changes, opportunities, and gifts are arriving in time for your birthday. Group one. Group one, kind of gifts, opportunities, and changes are arriving in time for group one. In time for group one's birthday. Gifts, opportunities, and changes. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for group one's birthday. Gifts, opportunities, and changes. Gifts, Gifts, opportunities, and changes are arriving in time for Group 1's birthday. Okay. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for Group 1's birthday. Let's fill out. All right. So that's Group 1. So let's move on to Group 2. We've got this little Barbie cake. Group 2. What gifts, opportunities, and changes are arriving in time for your birthday? Gifts, opportunities, and changes are arriving in time for Group 2's birthday. You might have seen that. That's okay. 2 flipped over. We'll take them both because they both flipped over. Okay, Group 2. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for Group 2's birthday. Gifts, opportunities, changes. You keep getting multiple cards. We'll try that again. Group 2. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for your birthday. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for Group 2's birthday. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for Group 2's birthday. Trying to do it in a way so you can't see them all right away. Okay, and I will give you a little bit of a sneak peek of the cards, like the corners of them, so you can see the ones I've shuffled out a little bit of a sneak peek. Okay, Group 3, let's shuffle out your cards next. Group 3, what kind of gifts, opportunities, and changes? Oh, lots of like extra cards popping out here. I'll take the top one. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for Group 3's birthday. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for Group 3's birthday. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for Group 3's birthday. Okay, 2 more decks. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for Group 3's birthday. All right. Gifts, opportunities, and changes arriving in time for Group 3's next birthday. There we go. Okay, so let's get your charms, Group 3, and then I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. You know what's funny is this tin that the charms are in, it happens to kind of fit today's theme, but that wasn't even intentional. I had needed to pack my charms to bring to my mom's because I was going to try and film something there. It didn't end up happening. But anyways, this is the tin that I happened to like have easily accessible in that moment. So then today when I was setting up for the reading, I was like, oh, where's the charms? And anyways, I remembered they were in here and I was already doing this reading. I'm like, okay, this actually kind of fits the theme. So this is why I kept them in there. Okay, so let me just make sure we stay organized here. So group 1, put your candle there. Group 2, right there. And then group 3. Oh, and I'm feeling the need to tell you to take a deep breath and relax. Make yourself a cup of tea if you want to pause here. We're just going to relax and we'll kind of take a look at the cards and see what kind of opportunities are coming in by your birthday. Whether your birthday is a week away, next month, 6 months, or an entire year, that's okay. We're just looking at the gifts or opportunities from the universe and different things that might change. So I will show you a little bit of a sneak peek of the corners here, just enough that you can kind of see the cards I've shuffled. There we go. Sometimes stuff like this helps you decide too, right? Like certain things like this. Okay, so I'm not trying to show you details, but just a preview. Maybe that'll help you decide for some reason. Okay, group 3, same kind of thing. Okay. All right. So I will put timestamps below. We'll start with group number 1. I'm just going to get set up here and get comfy, probably move the charms out of the way, and we will dive in with group number 1. Okay, group 1. So I've brought you kind of close to the charm tray because this is sort of where we're going to focus today in a reading like today. So yeah, so you chose the chocolate. So let's dive in and see what you have. So you have the 4 of Pentacles, S'mores Donut. How am I going to do this? I'm going to actually lay the cards out right on the tray here. You have Never-Ending Story, number 37. You've got 13, Bloom, Recognition, Acknowledgement, Being Seen. And you have Rituals. Okay. Okay, so let's see. You've got King of Wands for your tarot card, King of Wands. Group 1. Okay, so first thing I'm noticing, where is my wand? I don't know if I have it here. I'll just use my little Salem pen here. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing here is there seems to be like a cycle that you've been kind of dealing with for a while. I'm feeling procrastination, okay? Or I'm feeling sort of perfectionism is really coming through because the 4 of Pentacles can really be about all or nothing thinking. And I know I recognize this right away because I deal with this. So let me know if you can relate. But I'm very much like all or nothing. If I can't do something exactly how I imagined or perfect, I don't do it at all. Or I procrastinate. I procrastinate a lot. I push things off for when everything kind of lines up perfectly and I'm in a perfect mood to do this and everything's kind of working out accordingly, according to plan, which rarely happens. So because of that, I rarely get anything done. That's just the honest truth of it. I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to, and actually what I found was getting another job, which you'd think would add more stress, but for me, more structure has actually been helpful. You know what I'm saying? So there's something like that going on here. So I think by your birthday, I'm seeing the stop sign on top of Never-Ending Story. So I'm seeing some sort of never-ending story is finally indeed coming to an end. Now, this could be a few things, but I kind of want to focus in on what I think it might be. So by your birthday, I kind of feel like there's a little bit of a, less grip on something because the 4 of Pentacles is always a tense card to me. It's tense. It's resistant to change. So obviously something's not working, okay? It's been a never-ending story. So I think by your birthday, yes, you aspire to great things, begin with little ones. So that could actually be what it is. But what I'm getting is by your birthday, you're finding some sort of system to get out of this never-ending story. And I also think that because you have the Rituals card. This is actually one of my favorite cards in this deck. It says, steady yourself with simple rituals. Do the dishes, fold laundry, water the plants, make a cup of tea. Let wisdom sneak up on you. So I'm seeing by your birthday, yours is coming through strongly as like an opportunity. But by your birthday, I'm getting, you're finding a system that works for you, a routine specifically that works for you. And you might be thinking, well, that's kind of boring. No, it's not, because it could have so many like massive impacts on different things in your life, especially because I think you have a lot going on or a lot you're going to be working on or working towards, because you have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, seeing that with the Four of Pentacles is interesting, because this to me is like, this is more innovative to me. This is like entrepreneurial energy. It's leadership energy. It's thinking outside the box. This is very much in the box. So I feel like you're thinking outside of the box by your birthday. And the reason why I think that's exciting, and I think that's why the cards are bringing it up today, is because it's going to have an effect on lots of areas of your life. Because you seem to be getting a plan or getting some sort of system or schedule or routine that really, really works for you is my sense. And I also think that by your birthday, you're not underestimating the power of small things adding up. Now, I want to kind of go into that, because that could also have to do with savings. You have the Four of Pentacles here. So you aspire to great things, begin with little ones. Part of what might be keeping you stuck is thinking, well, I can only do this much. I can only save this much. I can only put in this much effort. Is it worth it? Yes. I'm telling you now that by your birthday, if you start with little things, whatever you can do now, don't underestimate the power of consistency and little changes adding up. Because oftentimes that's what leads to this kind of never-ending stories when we're trying to do the big changes, all at once changes, everything today changes. And that's usually when we get, overwhelmed or burnt out or sidetracked or distracted, or we lose steam. Now, the King of Wands is very motivated, one of the most motivated cards in the deck, but the King of Wands is excellent at having a plan. You can see the map there. So they're mapping out a plan. They've got a strategy. So I think by your birthday, you're finding a strategy that works. If you have any sort of business, or if you're because one thing I'm getting for you is you might be dealing with a little bit of a creative block. So I'm seeing ideas flowing a little bit more freely and feeling like, really, I'm getting the word dynamic. I'm getting all sorts of words here that may or may not connect, but anyways. But I think if you're dealing with a creative block, one of the gifts by your birthday could be you really pushing through this, okay? This creative block kind of coming to an end. But here's the thing. I think it's going to require exactly what this says, being seen, kind of allowing yourself to be in the spotlight. I think you could also be, because there's sort of an entrepreneurial energy to this. So you could be like launching a business or some sort of idea or some sort of artistic thing, or this could just be more about personal goals. It doesn't have to do with career necessarily, but I feel like you've got something big brewing by your birthday, something big, like a big plan or a strategy or something you're creating or launching or starting. And you're really taking charge. Okay, so I think part of what's happening is a little less all or nothing thinking, a little bit more room for error too. Like, I feel like you're not afraid to like make mistakes, because you realize, okay, I can handle these things. I can deal with these things. So that's one thing that's coming through. Let me just kind of look at everything I'm seeing here before I move things around too much. Because you've got the little, this is a little sign. So success, money, happiness. Yeah, there seems to kind of be like some rumination or a little bit of like fixation on certain things. This never-ending story card can have to do when we're paying attention to drama. So it could be, something that's been happening in your life is coming to a stop too. I think it's, first of all, a really good sign that the stop sign fell on the never-ending story card, because it's telling me that something that's been a never-ending story is finally coming to an end. So that's a relief in itself. You might know what that is, and that could have to do with a Capricorn. But I think it does have to do with success, money, and then happiness you have the other way. So, I mean, it could mean that by your birthday, you're finding something that really lights you up, something that you really enjoy doing, something you're super passionate about. Okay, so bloom. Something's blossoming by your birthday. You could be kind of blossoming, so to speak, by your birthday, like really feeling good about what you're doing and creative and personal goals that you have. And I'm seeing with acknowledgement, people are recognizing it. People are acknowledging, wow, look what you've been doing. Look at the changes you've been making. Like, you're almost, I feel like by your birthday, and keep in mind, if your birthday's tomorrow, this kind of feels like it might be the next birthday. And I don't say that to discourage you. I say that to empower you, because to me, it's like, don't underestimate the difference a year can make with like rituals and certain routines and things that you do every single day. Okay, so don't underestimate that. But I think you're getting acknowledged. I think people are taking notice of something. People are noticing different changes that you're making. People at work could be noticing changes. Customers, if you have a business, friends and family, people putting in recommendations, like people are taking notice of different changes that you're making, and what you're trying to do by your birthday is blooming. Okay, like it's time, like something's getting recognized. All right, now you have the dog with the little slot machine. The slot machine is about taking chances, but it can also be about luck. It could be like a lucky chance involving a friend or like a lucky opportunity. It could be saying that your loyalty is paying off. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting. Your loyalty to something is paying off. You've got the mermaid. What's this? What the heck? Yeah, this must have broken off of a charm. That happens sometimes. That's interesting. It's a leaf, but I don't know what this was on. Wow. Okay, if you get anything from that, let me know in the comments. I'm just going to kind of stare at this for a second and see what I can come up with. It's almost kind of like, because this came off of a charm, so it's like something has new meaning is kind of what's coming through. But let me know what you think. Something has new meaning. You've got communication coming in by your birthday when it comes to a choice to like experience something new, possibly adventure. You have a lot of adventure here, so it could be that in a year by your birthday. You've got lots about adventure, actually. So by your birthday, lots about exploration. So it could be that by your birthday, there's different things you're exploring, different career opportunities or fun things that you're exploring that are super, exciting and different for you. But you've got communication coming in too, and this was near the key. So it's almost like communication is coming in regards to a choice or different opportunities. This could mean that by your birthday, different opportunities are opening up for you, or you have more selection or more choice, more options about something. Let's see what else we have here. You have the moose. The moose to me is about strength. I'm getting like, don't underestimate yourself. Because the reason I always think of that for the moose is because, you think about a moose, it's like, yeah, I'm sure they're pretty big. When you see a moose, they are massive, like super powerful animals, not to be underestimated or messed with. So I kind of feel like you have this like strength, this, I wish I had like a moose card. I don't know that I do. I don't know if any of my animal decks do. But yeah, you might want to look into moose symbolism, during or after your reading. That might be something you want to look into. But for me, it's about strength and feeling solid and sturdy. And I always think of like not underestimating yourself. Oh, look at that. That's what this was off of. It fell off of here. Oh my goodness. Oh, interesting. Okay, that adds a whole different kind of feeling to this then. I'm going to fix it, but it's like, if I can. Because the wing fell off. The lock and the wing fell off. Or the lock didn't fall off. The lock's on, but the wing fell off. This is interesting. Now, first of all, I'm going to try and fix this. If I can't, it's not a big deal. I've got several charms that have done this. That's just one of the things that happen that's unfortunate to charms sometimes. I've broken my gumball machine before too. But anyways, yeah, this kind of makes me think with Neverending Story that there was something that was kind of keeping you from taking off or keeping you from like spreading your wings, so to speak. So I feel like you're finding something. Like I just got something about Lost and Found. Like there could be something you're finding. Very interesting. You've got an X. I'm getting X marks the spot. There's something about finding some sort of treasure because you got the little explorer mask. Finding some sort of treasure. You've got Ariel here as well. X marks the spot. So by your birthday, maybe you're finding some sort of treasure or finding something you were missing. That's interesting. Let me know what you get from that. Finding something you were missing. But yeah, don't underestimate the power of like simple changes and how much they can add up. Whether that's something like saving money because you've got the Four of Pentacles, paying off debt, creating something. Like, let's just say you're someone who wants to write a book. It's like, oh, one day, yeah, when I have more time. Why not now? Why not devote half an hour every single night to just sitting down and writing? If you come up with something, great. If not, no big deal. But like something like that, like fit it into whatever, feels right for you. But yeah, steady yourself with, I love that with the moose actually. Steady yourself with simple rituals. So yeah, I think by your birthday, you're feeling solid. You're feeling steady. You're feeling very sure of yourself. And you're getting acknowledgement, but I don't even think that's why you're feeling sure of yourself. I think you just feel like your confidence is really radiating, is what I'm getting. Your confidence is radiating. Do the dishes, fold laundry, water the plants. You could be in a place also by your birthday where you're doing the things you want to do, right? Like folding your laundry. You could find a system that works. Doing the dishes, like you could feel more organized by your birthday. That's huge, right? This could be the never-ending story. It's like, oh my gosh, I want to get organized. I want to be able to have people come over and drop by, but every time they do, this is me. I've dealt with this. Like, I want to have people drop by, but I feel like my room is always in chaos, or my kitchen, there's always dishes. Like, maybe you're finding a way that works, and also possibly letting go of a little bit of perfectionism. Like, it's okay if there's a dish in the sink, like something, like find, what works for you. Yeah, let wisdom sneak up on you. That could kind of represent that you've got an idea kind of seemingly out of nowhere that kind of takes off, possibly. This always makes me think of imagination. So I was getting kind of creative blocks for you. So kind of bursting through a creative block, but I think you're thinking differently. I also think that you're not, here's the thing, you're not waiting for someone else to come push you. You're pushing yourself, okay? The King of Wands is very much about self-leadership. And here's the thing, with bloom and recognition, I actually think you're inspiring other people by your birthday. Someone's looking at you and thinking, oh my gosh, wow, they can do it. Like, I wonder if I can do it. Or, wow, look what they did. Like, look at the changes that they've made. Look what they did. Look at this achievement. So you actually seem to be in more of like a leadership position in your own life, but also having an unintentional sort of inspirational effect on people around you is what I'm getting. Yeah, you're very inspiring. Group 1, very inspiring. Song from, there could be something about a song. Are you writing a song? There could be a song that motivates you. Some of these might make specific sense to you. Like, you might know exactly what this is. Like, this slot machine could mean that on your birthday, something lucky happens. Someone buys you a lotto ticket, puts it in your card, you win $10. Like, have fun with these readings. Like, there could be very specific things that apply to you specifically or make sense for you specifically. Lots of butterflies there, butterflies there. Lots about transformation. I'm getting to kind of stick with the basics. Get to something, like, there's something about simplifying your schedule that might work too. I'm getting to tell you, like, the way you've been doing something, if it's not working, it's time to kind of seek out some advice or seek out an alternative way of doing something. Try something new. I'm getting a lot about innovative thinking. Let's get you some letters and numbers, group 1. Yeah, you have to, because I'm sensing there was something frustrating. Take a breath. Take a step back from it. Analyze it, like the big picture, and then reapproach. Because there's something like that's either become too repetitive with Never Ending Story, or it's just not working the same way. So it's time to mix things up. It's time to get creative, And I'm getting to tell you, because I was getting something about simplifying. Like, maybe are you overcomplicating something? You've got when, beauty, and always. Okay, so I'll flip these over. Look in the comments. There's always suggestions. And by the way, if you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing. Is your name Joe? Do you know a Joe? But yeah, consider liking and subscribing. All of that really does help my channel. And if you know anyone, or if you have a group of friends or anyone you think would enjoy this video, feel free to share it. That really does help me. Okay, so let me know what you see. Look for initials, names. You could be getting a pet by your birthday. That could be a gift or an opportunity or something like that. Seeing lots of names. Give. Boat, something about a boat. The Never Ending Story could also be saying, like, changes, because if we're focused more on changes by your birthday, that a dramatic situation has come to an end. It could be asking you to also pay attention to more of your own thing rather than someone else's situation. So if you've been dealing with a really dramatic situation, I think this is the deck where it talks about not my circus, not my monkey. So it might be best to kind of focus on your own thing and step away. Like if you've been super preoccupied or distracted or pulled into someone else's drama, it could be time to kind of pull away and focus more on your own thing, and kind of steady yourself, like this card says, kind of steady yourself. And get back into a routine that's working for you. I kind of feel like you're really focused on yourself and making different improvements by your birthday. I think you're going to make really big strides by your birthday, and I think something is really blossoming for you by your birthday. Lots of positive changes you're making are paying off. Okay. Let's get you an angel number. Okay, group 1. Angel number for group 1's birthday. Wow, okay, so you've got 111 and 112. I'm feeling drawn to 112. I usually choose intuitively, so let's see. We'll read both because they're right beside each other, so let's check them both out. Okay, screenshot. Oh, this is the one. When you see 111, think of the universe as taking a screenshot of your frame of mind right now. Everything that is going on, all of your thoughts, feelings, goals, dreams, is going to be replicated. Get on a high vibe quickly so you can manifest your best life moving forward. Repeat this mantra: I am in alignment with my authentic self. Yeah, I feel like the King and Queen of Wands are really great at being themselves, standing out, being different, taking the lead. You know, they're different. They stand out. And with Bloom, I think that, and being seen with the Bloom card, I really do feel like you are standing out with something you're doing, and people are noticing you. By your birthday, there's something you're doing that is really catching people's attention. So 112, love abounds. Love unlocks all doors. So when you look in the right places, you will find that love exists everywhere. Your angels call upon you to envelop yourself in the forces of unconditional love in order to manifest your highest goals. So if this never-ending story is involving like beating yourself up for maybe what you could have done or should have done, or regrets, then it's time to kind of like have some compassion and some grace for yourself. And it says, visualize a light covering your entire being, filling you with the powerful forces of the universe and making you one with the divine. When you do this, you will feel loved. Well, that's nice. And I feel like with being seen and recognition by your birthday, maybe you're really, like maybe someone's telling you something and you're like, wow, I didn't even know you noticed that, or I didn't even realize you appreciated that. So that could also be happening as well. Lots of possibilities, but that's what's coming through today for you, group 1. Why don't we do the pendulum since it's right here? Sorry, I'm going to move the camera. Oh my gosh. Anyways, group 1, think of a yes or no question. You can pause the video if you need some more time. You've got a maybe, so it's not telling you yes or no right now. So yeah, if you enjoyed this reading, definitely let me know. Comment below, group 1. I hope that you enjoyed this, and we'll see you. All right, group 2, let's take a look at what you have if you chose the little cake. So this is from a little Barbie set that I have from the, I think, 80s or 90s. It's a vintage one, but it's super cute. Okay, so let's see what changes, opportunities, and gifts from the universe are coming in time for your birthday. So let's start with your cards. What I'm doing today is we're kind of doing a charm-focused reading because I'm going to put the cards on the tray and then I'll cast the charms on top of the cards. So let's dive in. You've got Letting Go, number 21, Release, Farewell, Impermanence. You've got Unfinished Symphony. You've got 6 of Cups and Focus. My absolute yes list. Okay, let's see. We'll see what's in your little gift bag. Oh yeah, you had 2 tarot cards. So you have the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups here. Just going to kind of place these here. We can move them around if we need. Okay, and I'm going to cast the charms over top of the cards. Okay. All right, group 2. Let's see. I'll just move these up so you can see them. right. All right, let me just take a look here. Okay, let me get my little pen. Okay, so interesting. You have the Cupid on unfinished business with Six of Cups right there. Okay, so I have to mention, by your birthday, a surprise that could happen is reconnecting with someone. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to reconnect with someone. This doesn't necessarily mean it's an ex. I feel like by your birthday, there's someone that would really love to reconnect with you. And I do feel like this is overall a good thing. I feel like it's a positive thing for you, okay? So it's not likely someone... Because, I mean, for it to be brought up in this reading, right, we're looking at gifts and opportunities and changes by your birthday or in time for your birthday. So keep in mind, this doesn't have to be what it is, but there could possibly be, I'm getting a reconciliation or a reconnection with someone who you really wish, this could have been someone, I went on a date with them, I really liked them, I kind of wish we had, continued talking or something like that. So unfinished symphony with the Cupid and the Six of Cups could talk about reconnection with someone or reconnecting with someone where you feel like you've missed them or something was left unsaid or something, you wish you could have talked about. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it does seem to have to do with love is what I'm sensing. Also, someone could ask for forgiveness. You do have the Wasp here, so someone could have said something that stung. By your birthday, someone could ask for forgiveness. You could receive an apology. There's a lot more on the board here that I'll get into, but I do want to mention that because it could be, I'm seeing there's a possibility someone wants to move forward with something or kind of put something behind you, okay? With letting go, there could be the feeling here of let's start fresh, okay? With the Six of Cups, let's start over, let's start fresh, let's reconnect, okay? So that's one of the first things I'm seeing is someone returning to you almost in a sense, or you returning to someone else, or, however it works. But yeah, a lot here about exciting new opportunities, okay? Because you have, let's just look here. You've got lots about movement, I'll say, because you've got Three of Wands. You've got this little horse kind of taking off there. You've got the car. The car is also on the letting go card. So it's like you're leaving something behind in search of something new with Three of Wands. So I'm kind of getting the sense that you could actually be leaving a place. And this doesn't have to be a sad thing because it seems to be leading to new opportunities. This could be like by your birthday, you're getting a new job and saying goodbye to where you work. Because the car's there, you could be actually moving from a place. You could be saying goodbye to your neighborhood. You know what I mean? Because you've got impermanence here. So it's like by your birthday, it seems like one chapter is closing. You're kind of saying goodbye to one thing. And it's kind of reminding me a little bit of Eight of Cups, actually. But it seems to be because new opportunities are coming in. The Three of Wands to me is like all about new horizons, new opportunities, new things, options, choices. So it seems like by your birthday, that could definitely be what it is. And this could also actually be travel. The word farewell is making me think of travel as well, especially because you have Three of Wands. So this could actually be by your birthday, you're traveling, and it could be for like an extended period of time. I don't know if you have that plan, but it could be like a month away or a few months away, or maybe you're moving to a different city for a couple of years or something like that. So that's coming through. I'm just kind of looking at everything, my first glance, my first intuitive feelings of things. We have a strong friendship energy on the board here. We've got Three of Cups, you've got Six of Cups. All right, so lots about friendship coming through, relationships. I'm getting the word loyalty. So strong friendship energy here. It could just be that by your birthday, your friends, a friend that you haven't seen in a while, you're spending more time with them or something like that. Okay, this is really interesting because you have, chrysalis. That's interesting. We'll get to that. It's interesting that you have the pretzel. This is making me think of like connection today. Sometimes it makes me think of like twists and turns or feeling kind of like tangled up in a situation. In this case, it's making me think of connections. Meeting again is what it's making me think of. I really think you're meeting someone again. I think that's part of the gift or surprise. Reconnecting with someone. Because look, like it starts here and it reconnects over here. So there's something about like something taking a twist and a turn or reconnecting. Connections in general is what it's making me think of. Just because that's where it landed too. But here's the fun thing. Have fun with my readings. It could literally be something that, like, if you come back and watch on your birthday, you and your friend are at the mall and you decide to get a pretzel at the food court. Like, have fun with it, right? It can be something that specific and kind of silly sometimes. So that's why, I like to mention anything. But yeah, this is making me think of connections. Yeah, seeing potential new jobs, new homes by your birthday. I'm noticing these 3 check marks here. So my absolute yes list, focus, 3 of wands. I feel like by your birthday, this is a bit of a collective theme so far today. We'll have to see with group 3, but you seem to be feeling very accomplished. Very accomplished, like things are moving. So if there's something you've been wanting to get done, I feel like with unfinished business, it's getting done by your birthday. So if there's something you've been like procrastinating, or you feel like every time I try to get this thing done or checked off my list, I can't do it. So by your birthday, especially if your birthday is like next week, maybe you have a lot to do this week, this could be a good indication that whatever you're trying to do is moving smoothly and getting completed according to plan. Maybe you've got something you're planning for, like a trip or something. It seems to be going smoothly. Things seem to be speeding up or moving along, for sure. Got a 2 here. The number 2 could be important. The focus is making me think too, like 3 big things could happen by your birthday. 1, 2, 3, like 3 things you really want, because it says my absolute yes list. So 3 things you really want to happen could happen by your birthday. But I think you're feeling, like I said, like very focused, very accomplished. Things that you've been wanting to get checked off your list with Unfinished Symphony is getting checked off. So that's a really good thing, because this could be big things, it could be little things. This could be that by your birthday, by the next age that you turn, you're hitting those main goals that you had for that time and kind of setting like new goals. Because letting go could mean like something's finally getting finished. You're finally able to kind of close a certain chapter on something. You got the chrysalis here. So this can be about patience, transformation. I'm getting something about like breaking through, some sort of kind of in-between time almost. You've got the camel here. This can be about it always makes me think of like being self-sufficient, self-reliant, having what you need. I feel like there's sort of again, like a collective theme of like motivation coming through in today's reading. Group 1 had something entirely different, but kind of like a similar theme there specifically, because you have strategy. Group 1 had a little bit about strategy. You've got the fox, but this could also be about thinking fast, thinking on your feet, adapting. It's making me think of strategy, though. Could be that you're finding out a strategy that works for you to get these things done. It could be that a strategy that you have is going to pay off by your birthday to complete something. And have fun with the charms, too, because, again, this could get quite specific. Like, the car could be that you're letting go of the car that you have and getting a new car, right? Like, on your birthday or around your birthday or something like that. Have fun with it. Kind of, like, explore the charms, take a look, pause, really kind of see how it might work for you. You've got the scales on 3 of wands. This can be, of course, about balance, but also decisiveness, decision-making, truth. Yeah, karma, balance. It could be that something with letting go and Unfinished Symphony. Maybe something with this, like, with the scales, maybe there's something you've been dealing with that's finally getting resolved by your birthday. It's been unfinished. It's been kind of like, something you've been kind of dealing with for a long time, and then finally you're able to release this thing, right? It's resolved or kind of put to a close. Seeing a lot about momentum and movement, determination. I really think you're getting 3 big things accomplished by your birthday. 3 major things that you've been wanting to do. Interesting. Ring donut pop. So is someone wanting to commit to you? Someone from your past? Someone wanting to commit to you? Ring donut pop. There's 3 too, though. It's making me think of the 3 of cups. You have like 3 threes. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. 3. Look, 2 and 1. 3. What's this now? Oh, that doesn't have a number. That's 10. Okay. 3, 3, 3, 3. Interesting. You could be revisiting something by your birthday, something you've been wanting to get back into or revisit or explore more, like an old hobby or something you had intended on doing, but now is your chance to like, let's get this done. Let's work on this. It's kind of a feeling of like, let's finally get this done. Let's finally complete this. So a project you've been procrastinating or that's kind of been on the shelf could be finally getting completed. So that's good news too. Something getting completed. Lots of feeling of accomplishment, like this unfinished symphony, and this is really connecting for me about like, yes, finally that's done. I do think you're also setting new goals, discovering new things. It's really very much about like one chapter ending on your birthday. You're able to let go of certain things and explore what else is coming in. So a lot about newness, a lot about fresh new beginnings. And there's kind of a feeling of I don't know, it's kind of like possibly relearning something. There is kind of a feeling of like relearning something or starting over, finding a new approach to something by your birthday. You actually seem comfortable with letting something go though by your birthday and like because you're excited about what's coming up. Oh, 3. There is 3 here. Look it. 2 + 1 is 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. What the heck? So many 3s. I just noticed that. That's so funny. 3. Okay, so 3 is an important number to you for your birthday. I don't know if you're born on the 3rd or if your birthday's in March or the 30th or something, but 3 is important to this next birthday. Symphony is making me think of like things coming together. It's also making me think of harmony with the 3 of Cups, like something's harmonious, something's feeling very harmonious. Wow. Farewell. Yeah, definitely getting like moving on, like moving again, homes, like new chapter, leaving something behind, new horizons for sure. Very cool. Very, very cool answers. I love this group too. Very nice. Okay. So I'm actually surprised all of these 3s didn't come out in group 3, but it's still really cool. Okay, let's get you some letters and numbers and the pendulum. Let's get you numbers first. You've got 118 or 811. I'm kind of feeling 811 right now, so let me get the book. Okay, you have faith-filled. So the inspiration is divine. All of those ideas and spiritual downloads you've been having are from a higher power. This number calls you to take actual steps towards your inspired thoughts. Wow, yeah, there's definitely with your cards too a feeling of like, okay, let's do this. Let's accomplish this. It says, journal about a dream you have, then list 3, oh my God, 3 steps you can take today to make it a tangible reality. So what I'm seeing for you, group 2, is that by your birthday, if you take like actionable steps, list 3 steps you can take towards something you want to accomplish, towards something you want to get done. What can you break it down into 3 steps? Like, what would that look like? That's very cool. So yeah, you're making something a tangible reality. I love that with the 3 of Wands, because to me, that's like seeing signs of something actually kind of come to fruition. Something's actually arriving. You can see it. That's the thing. With 2 of Wands, it's like imagining it. With 3 of Wands, it's like, oh, I can see it. It's right there. Like that kind of thing. So I think that's super cool. Let's read 118 too. You've got abundant love. Absolutely. I mean, you had Cupid, you have 3 of Cups, you had 6 of Cups, lots about nostalgic connections, old connections, friendship was very strong. It says, you are being woken up to see the truth, that love has always been around you and always will be. And because you see this now, more love can arrive. Look for new love all around you and be open to its presence in your life in any form it enters in. Wow. You know, maybe you're looking for romantic love specifically, for example, and in the process, you're making lots of new friends. Like, sometimes there's a reason for everything, right? So because we're getting a lot about friendship specifically, I mean, you also have the Cupid, so it could be that, oh gosh, like a friend introduces you to someone, or you're at an event and you meet someone, you know, or maybe you started a conversation with someone a while ago and they've been thinking about you ever since, right? They want to reconnect or something like that. Lots of different scenarios. Okay, let's get you some letters. Put this where the letters fell, or the numbers. There we go. Okay, group 2. Okay, you've got the word made or from when. Okay, lots of letters. A 1 there. Let's put that there. Okay, so let me flip these over. Look in the comments. There's always great suggestions. Sometimes I come up with things, sometimes I don't. Really just depends on my focus. Yeah, everyone seems so focused today. Got 2, 3. Yeah, 21 is also a significant number for you. Got a 6. Okay. All right, I see kiss. Someone that wants to kiss you, or someone that you want to kiss. I don't know, because you had Cupid, I mean. Okay. So I'll flip these over and then I'll give you a chance to look. I see ran. So pause if you want more time. Okay, let's see. I see begin. Bag. Hair. Maybe are you doing something to your hair by your birthday? Are you going out to get your hair done with a friend or something? Win. Guest. Is that where the farewell thing is about? Are you having a guest, or are you a guest somewhere? Do we have a T? I don't actually think so. Guess. Ran. Sore. So I'm going to move these aside. We'll do your pendulum next. Let me know what you think of this, group 2. I'd love to hear. Okay, group 2. Think of your yes or no question that you want to ask the pendulum. Pause if you need more time. You've got a no way for right now. Always take, the messages that you got from the cards. Like, that's really where the main message is. Sometimes the pendulum can be clarification for somebody. So have fun with it, of course, with all of my readings. I'm going to have so much confetti mixed into my letters for like weeks. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this group 2. We'll see you next group time. 3. If you chose the balloons, then this is your messages about what gifts and opportunities and changes are coming in time for your next birthday. So whether your birthday is in a week, a month, 6 months, that's okay. Take, the messages as they resonate. And yeah, let's dive in. So what I've been doing is putting the cards on the charm tray. We're doing things a little bit differently today. And then I'm casting the charms on top of the cards and kind of reading according to, what I see, what comes up. So I already showed you a little bit of a preview of the cards that we shuffled out together. If you haven't watched that portion, you definitely can. It's right after the intro if you want to be part of the preparation of the gift bags. But yeah, let's jump in group 3 and see what we have. Okay, so let's start with Wisdom of the Oracle. You have Message in a Bottle. That is cool. You have the Queen of Wands. That's Donut Hole Cake Pops. Says, bite-sized donut holes on a popsicle stick. Yum. You have Pamper and Repose, number 17. Pause, respite, time out. That actually works well with the Pamper card. Okay, so let's get your tarot card from your gift bag. You have the Justice card. So you could be a Libra. Okay, let's kind of just make sure these all fit. I can move things around as well. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay. All right. What's this? Oh, this is the Chalice. This is funny because this reminds me of the Queen of Wands. You've got the Clock. What's this say? Brave. It says courageous, brave, and strong. You've got the Purse on the message in a bottle. You've got the Dinosaur. Ooh, you've got the Pentagram. It's the Pentagram. This is about our goals, desires, setting goals. You have the Pirate on top of message in a bottle. So that's cool. Okay, so let's see here, group 3. So gifts, opportunities, and changes in time for your birthday. So the first thing I'm actually noticing, the first thing I notice is these two cards together, because there's like a restful feeling to this. So yeah, with like respite, time out, pause, pamper, it could literally mean that on your birthday you end up going to a spa, or you're given a gift card to go to a spa, right? You could get a gift card for a pedicure or a facial or a massage. That could be more in like the gift category of this reading. But it could just mean that, you know, in time for your birthday, you have more time for yourself. Like even with Justice, it could mean that things are just generally feeling more in balance in your life. Things could just feel calmer, or you could have a feeling of rest with something. Because you have Justice too, this could indicate that like something's been resolved or something's back into balance. Something could have been like completed. We'll get there, but yeah, this is really, because you also have Queen of Wands. So that kind of actually, because Queen of Wands always makes me think of the card of like confidence in yourself. Like I think of this card like if you're buying a new outfit, or you're kind of dressing in your own unique style and kind of getting dressed up and decorating, things like that. I always think of the Queen of Wands with that kind of thing, like makeup and hair and trying new hairstyles. So there's kind of like, I'm getting a strong spa energy, or like doing things that make you feel confident, buying yourself like a new beauty product or something like that. You know, maybe for your birthday, you go to, you know, a pharmacy and you get yourself a bunch of new products to try, or you get a new haircut or something like that. But that's really coming through with Pamper, is like, because look even here, there's like a bunch of beauty products. There's like lotions and nail polish and all these different things. So I'm strongly getting that. This actually says something. I don't know if I read it for the other groups, but it says self-care is a necessity, not a luxury. Yeah, so maybe by your birthday, you're really kind of recognizing how important this is, maybe to you specifically. I actually just had this happen because I was like, I'm trying to be really frugal and like just better in general with like spending and saving and paying off debt and things like that. So anyways, there was there was some products that I really wanted, and they've been in my cart for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And I was like, no, you can't have that. You know, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back to my cart and think about the things that really make me feel good. So I really did. I ended up getting myself the products because I don't know, it's like something, they make me feel good about myself, and I budgeted it in. Okay, basically. So that could be what you're doing by your birthdays. Maybe you're budgeting something in, or making the decision to include this. Everyone's situation is different too, of course, right? So this could be like a gift card for one person. For someone else, it's maybe something you're making the choice to do, is to pamper yourself. But definitely a heavy theme here, because this is actually reminding me of like Four of Swords. Pause, respite, time out. Could mean that your birthday is very calming. You could have vacation planned, you know, and it's the kind of vacation where you really don't have to do anything. You can kind of just lay back and rest and relax on the beach, or, you know, somewhere where you can just kind of relax. You're at a hotel maybe, you know, something like that. That's like the first thing I'm thinking of. Okay, so that's first. You've got lots of love here as well, because you've got the chalice. I think I moved it, but I think that's where it landed. You also have the locked up heart. Is that it for love? Well, no, because message in a bottle can have to do with love. This is making me think of self-love, though, because the cup is on the pamper. So it's really making me think of self-love. I'm seeing a huge confidence boost by your birthday for whatever reason. It could be different things that you're doing for yourself, but I'm seeing like a massive shift in confidence and you kind of prioritizing yourself. This isn't going to resonate for everyone, so I really can't emphasize that enough. But some of you are like newly single or getting a separation or something around that time, or if your birthday's coming up, maybe it happens to be happening around the same time. I'm not telling you you're getting separated by your birthday, okay? I'm just saying, if that's something that's currently like in the process of happening, it could be that it lands around your birthday and you're really starting to prioritize yourself. You're feeling really independent, really confident, and kind of prioritizing what you need and really thinking about yourself. That's what I'm getting there. So I just wanted to say that because it came in, but I just had to say that's not what I'm telling you is going to happen. It could just be if that's something that's going on. It could be because you have the Justice card. Okay, so this can talk about decision, something getting resolved, balance, of course, choice. It could mean that you've got some choices to make, but in a more literal sense, this could be like signing a document because it even connects with message in a bottle. It could be like signing a document. We can see the Justice card when we're signing documents for a new job or a home or things like a separation or a marriage in some cases, things like that. So it could be that by your birthday too, one of the changes is like something about signing a document or like something like that, okay? Like a decision like that. Yeah, lots about hearts. Locked up heart is interesting, though. It could actually, you know what? With message in a bottle, it could indicate that someone is sharing feelings with you that were once kind of locked up, hidden. Because it has the phone and then lots of little hearts. Let me just raise this up for you. There's lots of little hearts there. So let's focus on message in a bottle for a second, because this is like one of my favorite cards. I'm seeing someone is ready to communicate. Someone is ready to communicate with you. They want to share something with you. The time is right. I also think you're like drawing, it's something about you and your confidence that's so strong today. But I'm seeing someone being very attracted to you. Someone's very attracted to you. And so possibly someone wanting to connect to you or connect with you in regards to love, okay? Because you do have the chalice here. Even though it landed here, it could definitely still mean relationships. But yeah, you've got the locked up heart, message in a bottle. This can be about like messages, texts, DMs in regards to love or in regards to feelings, okay, is what I'm getting. The message in a bottle can be like an important letter coming in by your birthday, an answer or a call back, possibly like someone calling you back. If you've been waiting for like a call back or a response from someone or an answer from someone, it could be that by your birthday, you're getting this answer. And this might resonate more if your birthday is like coming up soon and you're hoping to kind of have this answer by your birthday. That could be what it is. But yes, something about communication here with message in a bottle. So it could be like someone calling you back or getting back to you. Could be literally like an important letter because it's message in a bottle. It could be a physical letter arriving by your birthday or a nice note from someone wishing you happy birthday, sending you like a gift card or money, like the example I gave earlier. Because you have the pirate too, and you have the pentagram actually. Sorry, there's confetti everywhere. But you have the pentagram, the pirate, you've got the purse. This could also have to do with career goals, creative goals. It could be that you're getting a call in regards to something to do with finances. This could be from like a bank or something. Some of you could be paying off debt by your birthday. But yeah, the pentagram is about goal setting and what we want, our desires. It's pentacle energy to me too. So it's like a lot about finances here because you do have the purse. This is like 9 of Pentacles energy to me though, this purse. So message in a bottle. A message in regards to an opportunity for money. Message in regards to a goal. Because you have the pirate too, which is really making me think of like a treasure map, actually. Treasure map. Direction, a map or direction, because oftentimes the bottle, like you think of the image of the bottle floating into shore, it oftentimes had a map in it. So maybe it's in regards to like a phone call or a message in regards to direction, in regards to finances. If you like this reading, definitely let me know. I have fun reading this way and I don't do it often enough, like charms at once with the cards. Because a lot of people like how I do the cards and then the charms, but I like combining the two. I really like this, so let me know what you think. Okay, we can include it more often. Okay, you've got the dinosaur here. This dinosaur makes me think of like guarded or strength, because you have brave. What did this say? It said courageous, brave, and strong. So yeah, lots about strength here. Something you've been strong for in regards to this message coming in. Something you've been like tough. It's making me think of like toughness because of the armor. Like armor, tough. You've been tough about it. Message in a bottle. Yeah, it's making me think of that justice card. Something getting resolved, completed, finalized. Could be like a call or a message in regards to a business or like an entrepreneurial thing, because you do have Queen of Wands. Or like something you're doing in regards to a passion or something creative possibly. Got something about a website. Some of you could be like creating a business, okay, with the Justice card, like actually registering a business or something like that. Could be what it is. So many, I love this for you, group 3. This one's like extra exciting. You've got the clock, timing, it landed on Queen of Wands. I'm honestly thinking of making time for yourself, because the Queen of Wands is so independent, and you have pamper and repose, so like time out. Because you have 2 things about time out and the clock, so time out. Yeah, time for yourself. Getting something about a job well done. Job well done. Because they just look so relaxed. It's like, yes, I did that. Respite, pause. You could be pausing to make a decision by your birthday, because you have justice and pause. Time to come up with new creative ideas, because the clock landed on Queen of Wands. Time to come up with new creative ideas. I'm really getting for people in general today to think outside of the box. Do something a little unusual. Like, for instance, today, this reading. Originally, I was going to do it the way I always do, and I just felt like doing something different today. That's kind of how I'm approaching my readings in general. I'm really not planning them at all. I'm just doing it when I feel like the inspiration to do it. So I feel like you're paying attention to that as well. Yeah, when I have the moment, when I have the inspiration, because I feel like too, you're not overthinking things right now. You're not overthinking anything too much. Like, you're kind of leaning more towards creativity and creative expression. It's not very rushed too, like with pause, respite, time out. Like, it's sort of a relaxed kind of approach to something. Yeah, you could be like getting a message in regards to like a bonus or a windfall of some kind, because it's the purse. Maybe you're paying off debt, and that's what the Justice card is about. Maybe that's why you've had to be extra tough, right? And this is part of this goal with the pentagram. Lots of possibilities. Let's make sure I didn't forget any charms. We're going to do letters, numbers, and the pendulum shortly. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, a lot about confidence coming through. Really getting the sense that some of you are doing something like going to a spa or getting a massage or a pedicure on your birthday, or doing those things for yourself. Or maybe there's a hairstyle you've been kind of deciding, like, okay, you know what? I'm getting it. Like, on my birthday, I'm getting this hairstyle. I'm going to start kind of expressing myself more through the way I dress and my hair, things like that. This locked up heart with the chalice could be a good sign too, because it could be that someone's ready to talk or someone's ready to communicate openly about emotions by your birthday. I think I said that earlier, but like, I really feel like someone's like, or it could be something you're waiting for, because the message in a bottle is floating in. Wow, group 3, very interesting. The balloons, I'm trying to incorporate the balloons into a message as well. The balloons right now are making me think of the movie Up. I don't know. Yeah, very cool. Okay, let's do letters, numbers, and charms. But let me know what you think. If you're enjoying this reading, let me know by liking and subscribing. It's free to subscribe. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll be alerted to my videos, and that really does help my channel. So thank you for liking and subscribing. Let's get you some letters and numbers. We'll start with an angel number for you for your birthday. And happy birthday if your birthday is coming up, or if that's why you're clicking on today's video. You have, I'm going to read 65. I just choose intuitively. 65. Let's see. Transformation. Your efforts produce change. Interesting. The efforts you've made towards living your authentic life, Queen of Wands, are not for nothing. Your angels encourage you to see how your personal transformation is creating a mirrored effect in your reality. So that's super cool. You're starting to see the effects of certain things that you're doing. You're starting to kind of see, like, I'm trying to think of how to word this. Like you're starting to see the effects of this. A mirrored effect in your reality. Observe parallels today between your own self-growth and what has changed in your daily life. So yeah, I mean, by your birthday, you could really be noticing like how certain things you've done or changed or started are starting to like actually have effects in your life. I feel like your confidence by your birthday seems to be taking off as well. You have proactive thoughts. I'm going to read 56 as well. So circumstances in your life are getting a needed change. Things are looking up. Today, focus on your successes more than your failures. Absolutely. While it's important to acknowledge both, spend a little more time noticing the things that go right today instead of those things that go wrong. This is like so easy to do. I do this like so much where I'm really kind of fixated on like, oh, didn't do this and this is what I meant to do and all these things. But like my friend actually helps me with this, the one I'm renting from. She's like, okay, Liz, like, what are some things that you are proud of? Or like, what are some things that did go well today? What are 3 things you enjoyed today, like about the day? And, you know, that kind of thinking can help. So maybe that's, because I mean, you do have the sunflower too, which can be about positivity and optimism. So maybe that's just how you're feeling around that time. So let's get you some letters. And have fun with the letters. Oh, you've got the word secret. So that kind of connects this. So dream and secrets. Yeah, someone could be revealing hidden feelings with the message in a bottle. Maybe it's them who's been guarded. Okay, got a 10. The 10th could be your birthday. The 5th could be your birthday. The 6th, your birthday could be in May, June, or October. Or August, because we have an 8 as well. Okay, so let's see. Or the 8th of a certain month. Okay. You could be turning 56. Okay. Not a lot of letters today, but that's okay. So let me know what you see. Look in the comments. There's usually suggestions. Sorry, I moved the confetti all over here. I hope that's not too distracting. Usually there's no confetti, so next time there won't be confetti everywhere. Although now it's like all mixed into my letters, so I'll have to kind of... Okay, you've got the word took as well. So took. Kind of want to get a few more, because I don't like to get too many, but then I want enough that there's lots of combinations. You've got the word but, got D, R, A, Z, X, G, and U. Okay. Yeah, names, initials. Do we have a T? I was going to say test. Koi fish. I see the name Devon, maybe. Devon. I see the word big. Cat. Maybe some of you are getting a cat on your birthday. Socks. Sort. So random, right? But it could be like have fun with it, right? So let me know what you see. Look in the comments if you want some suggestions. If you want more time with the letters, also feel free to pause, but I'm going to move on to the pendulum. So push those aside. So think of your yes or no question for the pendulum. You can always pause if you want some time to think. Mainly take the messages from the cards that you get. I mean, the pendulum can sometimes just be some extra fun confirmation, but have fun with it. Okay, group 3. No, everyone got different answers today, so no. So yeah, have fun with it. Let me know what you think, group 3. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. I forgot to mention it for every other group, so I'll mention it to you. If you enjoy me or my readings, you can definitely check out my Patreon if you're interested in supporting the channel that way. There's new videos every single week, and there's lots of bonus content. There's tons of videos on there at this point, so if you're interested in supporting the channel and receiving exclusive content, you can check that out below if you're interested. It's linked in the description. And I think that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope you have, if your birthday's coming up, I hope you have a happy birthday whenever it arrives. So we will see you next time.